With the two most recent episodes of Chainsaw Man, I think it's pretty clear that this anime will dominate the industry for years to come. The only other anime that I see getting close in terms of popularity is JJK, but even then, I think it'd be pretty clear that Chainsaw Man is the dominant property of anime. Chainsaw Man has everything going for it. And if you're anime only, don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything, I promise. But where the manga is right now in part 2, it's getting better and better. For the anime, we have a great production team behind it. And the best parts of Chainsaw Man are just up ahead. The stuff that made Chainsaw Man an all-time great manga are just up ahead. And these past couple episodes have barely scratched the surface on what Chainsaw Man is and can be. These past 2 episodes have been great for the full throttle action, the insane amount of bloodshed, but also for the quasi-cringe, charismatic, but yet charming moments that the characters have. And that's what Chainsaw Man is known for. And sure, we got that already, right, with the Bad Devil and Leech Devil episodes. But episodes 8 and 9 have been perfect and showing how crazy, deadly, and insane Chainsaw Man can be. And yet again, like I already said, it's barely scratching the surface. Now, the main reason I think Chainsaw Man is going to be the most dominant anime for the next 4 or 5 years, I don't know, is because of the way MAPPA has been adapting it. I think MAPPA have been doing an incredible job with the Chainsaw Man, but recently it's come to my attention that some people aren't big fans of MAPPA's adaptation. And from what I've seen, people say that the adaptation is too slow, the pacing isn't as fast as the mangas, and that it's not as funny as the manga. And to me, while I don't agree with the criticisms that people have given it, I do think they're kind of fair. In terms of, look, if you like the manga for its fast pace and the ridiculous comedy, then you know what, fair enough. You like the manga because of that, and you feel like MAPPA hasn't been doing a clear job in terms of adapting those aspects of the manga. But to me, while I agree that the anime hasn't been as funny, as over-the-top comedic, or fast-paced, I do think that's why this anime will dominate for the next couple years. Personally, I think MAPPA has a clear grasp and understanding of Chainsaw Man, but the fact that it's a different medium, and the fact that it's just MAPPA, and they're actually trying to do a good job of animating it instead of just copying the manga. I think for what they've given us, I think they've made it better. And this past episode, episode 9, has shown clear differences in directing, atmosphere, and overall different vibes than the manga. The first big difference in direction between the manga and the anime is how MAPPA has taken the direction of Makima's character. And to me that was noticeable in the first couple episodes, but this past episode has shown me that yeah, MAPPA has a clear different direction for Makima's character. They have a different vision for the allure of her character. Not that MAPPA is gonna do anything character changing in terms of personality or lore, but the feeling around her character is way different in the anime than it was in the manga. And this was clearly shown in that one train scene where Makima, after getting shot up, she comes back. And this one shot is completely different than it is in the manga. Where in the manga, Makima looks more menacing. She's more scary. Where in this scene, Makima is more creepy. MAPPA's Makima is creepy, disturbing, and just downright weird. I personally love that small but yet, kind of big change in the direction of her character. Where in the manga, at this point, she was scary, terrifying, menacing, but also mysteriously incredibly charming, right? Where we don't know anything about her. We just know her as Makima. But in the anime, she's also mysterious, but she just gives off, these big ass red flags. Where you have moments where MAPPA, they will keep the camera on Makima for 3-4 seconds too long. And it gives you like an unsettling feeling as you're just staring at her face to the point where it's almost hypnotizing. And that's something that I never got from the manga. She was charming, right? I love Makima. I made a video titled I Need a Makima in My Life after I read chapter 12 in the manga, the episode where she seduces Denji. But in the anime, she's so creepy, she's so disturbing, and MAPPA just fixates on her, and I love that feeling. I love getting creeped out by her. Instead of, oh, here's Makima, and she looks scary in this one panel, and then she does something cool. Whereas in the anime, it's all throughout, it's pretty creepy. You have this one moment where it wasn't in the manga, but MAPPA made a choice. Moment where Makima's changing, and in a way it's done to humanize her. But Makima doing that normal thing of changing, it makes her even more creepier. This person who we don't know who she really is, but here she is doing the things we do and walking among us. And I love that MAPPA felt the need to do that. And to me, it's small moments like that that will go a long way in making Chainsaw Man the anime that it will become. Sure, it's small and it could be easily overlooked, but MAPPA's been doing this all throughout already, where these character moments are expanded upon or just straight up added. And to me, that's why the slow pacing isn't really good criticism, because in the long run, I think they will help in making Chainsaw Man even better. And another moment that's been talked about in episode 9 in terms of the difference with the manga is that one scene with Kobanai where she's crying after saving Denji. In the manga, I love this moment where it comes off as if she's having a complete ridiculous mental breakdown where she's laughing uncontrollably and just having a Joker moment, right? Not really, but you know what I mean. And I love that moment. It adds to the ridiculousness that is Chainsaw Man, just over the top character moments, especially with Kobanai. But in the anime, it's way different, where she's crying, having a mental breakdown, but it's played off as more serious. This isn't a comedic moment as it was in the manga. She's actually going through it, and it's not made for laughs. And again, while I've seen some already point to this scene as evidence that Mappa just isn't hitting the comedic timings and moments of the manga, I love this moment in the anime also, equally as it was in the manga. Also, the facial expressions in the manga, they add to the comedic moments. And that's because when it comes to showing emotion, Fujimoto is really good. I've said it before, that when it comes to facial expressions or showing emotions, Fujimoto is one of the best, if not the best in manga. And in the manga, no spoilers, some of the best, funniest, over the top, most talked about moments are funny, are great because of how good the facial expressions are. And fair enough, maybe they aren't able to animate the facial expressions as good as Fujimoto draws them. And this scene with Kobanai could be an example of that. But even then, I think Mappa's choice of change is still, again, equally good. Again, another character moment. And not to say that every great character moment in the anime has to be a serious moment, because Denji's best moments have been comedic moments.
Denji, are you going to kiss somebody?
Oh, hell no!
What a shame. You don't want to kiss me anymore?
Hell yeah!
But yeah, I don't think this Kobanai moment is world breaking, character breaking, scene breaking, or atmosphere breaking. To me, it fits. But I also don't see how Mappa isn't making it as comedic as the manga was, where we literally have moments that are just straight up crazy, insane, and extremely funny. Like with Denji fighting the Leech Devil. I thought that whole fight was extremely funny. I was like laughing throughout the entire time. So again, I do think Mappa has a clear understanding and grasp of Chainsaw Man. They're just adding bits and pieces here and there, expanding on moments, or just straight up changing the mood to moments to fit their direction of Chainsaw Man. The music, the action scenes have been incredible. I mean, look at this moment from episode 9. How can you not love that? The music has been great. All the fights so far have been hype. They've been really well done. They've all been way bigger in scale compared to the fights in the manga. And to me, that just shows me that Mappa does want to do something. They want to make it better, right? Which is something that we couldn't say for Attack on Titan. You cannot look at the adaptation of Mappa's Attack on Titan and say, yeah, I could clearly see a studio, a team that's actively trying to make it better. They had their moments here and there, but overall, they didn't do much with it. But Chainsaw Man is blessed, because you can clearly see that Mappa has a love for the manga, and they're doing the best they can. They're taking liberties with it, and I love that. One thing that does worry me though, is the CGI. Now, the CGI in episode 1, I liked it, and the way Mappa used it and handled it, I thought was really smart. And in the Bad Double fight, I thought the CGI was great. I thought it was incredible. But yeah, overall, I feel like the CGI so far has been very good. And of course, there's times where it is a little clunky. But what worries me though is how much CGI going forward, right, into the next arcs, into season 2, season 3, season 4. Like going forward, how much CGI will Mappa use? And not just like small fight scenes between Denji and the Katana Devil, where they were like pretty, you know, small scale fights. But Mappa's directing, storyboarding, camera angles have been 10 out of 10 superb, right? But what happens when you get to the bigger, way bigger scale fights? Don't worry, no spoilers, I promise you. No spoilers. But fellow manga readers, you know what I'm talking about. How much CGI will Mappa use in those big scale fights? And that's what I'm worried about. Not just CGI, but how well will Mappa animate those action scenes? Because so far the action scenes in the anime have been way better than they are in the manga. But will Mappa do that for the next upcoming seasons? Will they continue with making action scenes more grand, more creative? Because as you guys know, Mappa is animating a lot of big properties. Just a couple days ago, it was announced that Mappa is animating season 3 of One Punch Man. In a studio that already had so many projects coming up, they've now added One Punch Man to that catalog. and this was a worry from all of us going into the season, is how stretched out Mappa is. Do they have enough resources? Do they have enough manpower? Do they have enough time and energy to adapt Chainsaw Man to its highest level while also adapting these other properties to their highest levels? And that's what worries me going forward, because Chainsaw Man is only going to get more crazier, more bigger, and it's going to be high octane. Like anime onlys, you guys are not ready, and hopefully they can adapt it to the best they can. It is hopeful that Mappa did get like the Avengers, so it shows that they do want to make Chainsaw Man the best it can be, right? Where they could have done that for Attack on Titan, where we all know how big and grand Attack on Titan is in terms of popularity. The fact that it's in its final season, they didn't really do their best with that property. They didn't, surprisingly. I don't know why they didn't, but the fact remains that they didn't put the best people they can into animating AOT. But who knows, it can be that after the season ends, that Mappa will wait 1 or 2 years to animate season 2 of Chainsaw Man, which sucks, but when they're animating so much, what can you do? I hope not. I hope we don't have to wait that long, but we'll have to wait. But yeah guys, those are my reasonings why I think Chainsaw Man will dominate anime for the next couple years. I see a Mappa that's willing to go far and beyond in making a already all-time great, in my opinion, a masterpiece of a manga, a 10 out of 10. And Mappa is willing to make it even better. We should be extremely grateful that we got a Mappa that is willing to do something great. They're not just adapting, they're trying to make it better. They're trying to make it greater than it already is. But yeah guys, what are your thoughts? Do you guys see Chainsaw Man dominating anime for the next 5 years, for the next 4 years? But let me know guys, what are your thoughts? Do you like Chainsaw Man? Do you love it? Is it anime of the year? And how do you feel about Mappa's adaptation of it so far? Let me know in the comments. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, be sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it and it would help me out a lot. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.